Hello folks, back with the next video here. We're now at Atletico Madrid in the next season on my 5 Leagues challenge. We're on to league number 4 and just going to catch up from where we left off in the last video. I think we were back here at the Real Madrid game which we drew 1-1 Real Madrid. Got by Pogon in the UEFA Cup, 4-0 at home there. And we hammered the Minos team in the Spanish Cup there. They're not even quoted really, so that was an easy enough one. And then we've been on pretty decent run in the league since then. Won most of the games. I think we've had a loss to La Palma here. Lost to those guys unfortunately, but pretty much won every other game I think, yeah. Knocked out Athletic Bilbao and Mallorca in the Cup and kept the winning run in the league going. So we're about to play Fenerbahce in the UEFA Cup 4th round, which funnily enough we played these guys way back at Institute back in season 2 there, so they've came around again. Hopefully we can do a number on them this time. So I've brought in a few players here. Heitinga, got him from Hamilton. Pinheiro, brilliant goalkeeper from Roma. Rojas, left winger, making up the numbers there really. Hofkins, decent Belgian centre half. Crespo, this wee striker I picked up, he's actually turning into quite a player already. It's 10 goals in 6 games he's got. Babangida, really classy right winger there, although he did headbutt somebody and got an 8-match ban, which he's just about to come back from. French defender here, Jean-Michel Badin. Basic, Croatian defender, he's been good so far. And those are players exiting. So I brought these guys in. So spent 15 million, but we've brought in 7 million, so it's an 8 million net spend, so the money's still okay there. And one of the things was, though, when the players I was signing, a lot of them had already played in Europe for other clubs, making them ineligible for the European squad. But coupled with that, I was only able to bring 4 in. So we've reshuffled a bit. We've got 17 players registered, it's a minimum of 16. So when we've got these European games, the team is going to look a little bit different than when we play in the league basically. But we'll piece that together best that we can. Because Rossi I've been playing actually in the left wing, I'm going to put him back to centre back, so I hope that doesn't backfire, but I think we've got the numbers to at least be competitive here. And then we've got Dushar, Capi and Torres. Oh, wait a minute, Boskovic, he's injured, so Jesuli, Torres, Crespo. And we can just about get a bench worth together here, I think. Yeah. So that could have been a lot worse. And we'll make this guy the captain for the European games. So we'll see how we got on against Fenerbahce. Not really putting much expectation on this because of the depleted players that we have, but I did want to get a good team together to start challenging for the league and kind of prioritise that. So this was always going to be a side issue. And I wouldn't be surprised if we do end up getting knocked out, if not here then possibly in the next round. But yeah, it's been a great start really. We're sitting top of the league, I think we're 4 points clear. I'll show you in a minute actually after this game. I think we're 4 points clear of Real Madrid, but there's not really anyone else in the hunt after them. Can we get a wee goal here? Yes, away goal. So that could be very important, that one. And a second away goal, so that's now looking like a pretty handy result here. Happy with that one. So yeah, good win there in the UEFA Cup, and here we are in the league. So we've definitely got a handy enough lead over Betis with 12 games left, but we've got Real Madrid. Sorry, we're 7 points clear of Real Madrid. So we'll see if we can clinch this Spanish title in the first year here. And we can get the kind of normal team back in here for this next game. I think I'm actually going to stick with Fernandes over Rossi though, he's been playing better. Boskovic injured, so I'll pop Rossi in the attacking midfield role, I think. Try him there. This guy Isco was doing pretty well, but when they brought this Crespo guy in off the bench, he was just scoring goals, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to give him a real go, and he's been great so far. Okay, so we'll get Hopkins back as captain there. What did he cost actually? 650k, bargain. So we're ready to go with that. Let's see how we got on here. Madrid putting a bit of pressure on. 4-0 win for them. People might remember Alaves from back in the day. They had a few good UEFA Cup runs themselves, so I think they actually won it back in that sort of time period. Son of Jordi Cruyff played for them. Sorry, son of Johan Cruyff, who was called Jordi, played for them. And then made a pretty disastrous move to Man United, where he really didn't do much at all. One of those kind of forgotten players, I think, for Man United. But he just called himself Jordi. So it looks like Rossi's better suited to that attacking midfield central role. He might keep him playing there. Okay, so hopefully we can bounce back against Madrid here and keep that 7-point lead. We've definitely qualified for Europe next year already. It's another solid win. Pretty happy with the way I've kind of had to throw things together a wee bit. And that was kind of a core of a team there. And we've kind of added in a decent amount as well. And as far as the league's concerned, I've definitely got a squad that I'm happy with. I will be selling off quite a few players in the summer because there's a few of them that are going to be knocking on a bit. And we've got quite a few coming in on free transfers as well. So we've got Gilardino, Italian striker, another Italian striker in Calio. He's got good stats really, he'll be good. Kribari, centre back. Good attacking midfielder here, De Pasquale. Gobic, decent centre midfielder. Left winger here in Vodovozov. He's got really good stats, so he's going to be him on the left and Babangida on the right. That's going to be a good balance there. Another old favourite for these videos, Ibrahim Said. Shore up my defence. Left winger Nano from Barcelona there. And central midfielder Oskits Estefania from Real Sociedad. Another one with kind of good stats and looks like we can really develop him. So yeah, really happy with that because we're not basically spending anything there. And that's 9 players coming in on free, so really happy with that haul. Hopefully we can sell off a few after the season closes and try and raise a bit of funds to ask for a ground improvement. So plenty to do there. So I need to just make these changes here. And that should do us. So yeah, we're kind of up in this tie quite well because it was 2-1 away from home. We'll just be looking for another goal hopefully to settle this one. I've got the first goal, so looks like we've had too much for Fenerbahce, which I'm glad to see because I wasn't sure how it would work out with well, not a heavily changed team, but I think 3 players that I can't play that I'm playing in the league in the starting 11. And this one is for qualification to the last 8, which is the same stage that I reached with Hamilton 3 seasons ago, sorry. Looks like we've got enough here to get through. Recently got Fernando Torres to sign a new contract with a 24 million release fee clause in there as well, because his numbers are good. Like, he's going to get even better. So I'm not going to have to hunt about for strikers at all for next season. Definitely got 4 I'm happy with. I'll need to look and bring in another goalkeeper, and then probably try and strengthen up the defence if we've got funds available. But the nucleus of the team's going to be there. That's a cracking win, 3-0 against Fenerbahce there. And definitely happy with this revelation of Rosu playing in that attacking midfield role. His versatility has really been handy for me with this run of games. But he definitely looks like he prefers that position. So that might be good for the running as well. And then we've drew Dortmund in the quarterfinals, so we'll continue playing through these ones. So here we go, Zaragoza at home in the league, and 10 games left after this one, so hopefully we can keep this lead up. We do have a game away to Real Madrid, so want to be in a position where we can potentially still lose that and still have a lead. Because we've played Barcelona twice, and even that being said, they're not having the greatest of seasons at all. Barcelona, they're quite far off the pace, down in 5th there. But yeah, looks like we're coming into great form for the business end of the season here. Just give Rossi a bit of a break there. Yep, go with that. And that's looking like an 11-point lead now over Madrid. 10-point lead, sorry, so even better if it stays like that. Yeah, so this could end up being quite the season, having arrived at Atletico Madrid 7 games into their season, and we've kind of turned the whole thing around in no time here. I mean, it's not difficult to get players to come to Atletico Madrid. Sorry, it's not difficult to. Most players are going to be interested in moving there, which is a position we've not been in since we started playing the game, really. So can we get through to the UEFA semi-final? If we can deal with Dortmund here, who will be a pretty good unit, I'd imagine. So got to make a few changes again here. And we're going to have to put Rosu back in defence, just by the way we've got a few injuries here. Yep, so a wee bit depleted again. Again, just having to shake things up because we don't have the numbers to pack out the bench. So we're just hoping for the best here. An away goal again would be fantastic, but I won't be surprised if we don't win this. But an away goal will keep it alive either way. And there it is for Crespo. 15 goals he's scored since signing for 300k. So he's going to be one to look out for. He's only 21 as well, so he's only going to get better. Let me change there. Can we make it 2-0? I'll take the 1-0 to be fair. I'd even take 2-1 to them. And Torres makes it 2-0, so both my young strikers getting a goal there. And this is all good indications that we're going to be competitive, even in the semi-final, I would say. There we are, so 2-0 win away to Borussia Dortmund in the UEFA Cup. So who else have we got here? We've got Feyenoord playing Chelsea, Inter playing Blackburn, Rangers, Spartak, and you're going to see Inter Milan's the danger team there for sure. So we'd look to avoid them in the semi-final draw. And Rangers will be decent as well. And last I was aware, I think Chelsea are probably top of the Premier League. Yep, they are. Blackburn's fallen right away. And then Hamilton sitting fifth. So Hamilton have been pretty steady since I moved on for there. So Deportivo away here. So I want to just get the best team that we can get in here. That's not right. So Fernandez, Babangida. There we are. so yep, just having to chop and change that a wee bit for the European games and the leagues. The league game, sorry. So right, so we're down to 10 matches to go. We've actually got a 9-point lead over Real Madrid at this stage, and game against them on the 30th there. So I might make this a bit of a longer video, but then on the other hand, I'll probably just come back for that one, I think. So here we go, away to Deportivo in La Liga. 10 games left, so if we can keep that sort of form that we've had going, we should be okay for this one. But we've conceded the first goal. Fernandes, another one who's been really good for me. I brought him in from rotting away in the reserves to start out in Livingston in this game. But good versatile attacking midfielder stroke winger. Would recommend him for anyone playing this actually if you can pick him up reasonably. So ahead at half time, just going to give Fernandes a rest there, and Crespo, and we'll go with that for the second half. I mean, if I can upset the odds and like if we can actually win the UEFA Cup, then I'll basically be able to get the first big job that comes up in Italy. You would think. It doesn't always go to plan like that. Sometimes you get offered a job that you don't necessarily expect, which is kind of what happened with Atletico Madrid here. But with something like Roma, Milan, Juventus, Napoli, and Fiorentina, there's quite a few different jobs that you could go for in Italy. And it looks like maybe Roma's dominance is finally getting ended there in that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if they come back. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably 6. But Napoli's in the Serie B, but I'd probably still take over them if it came up. So there's maybe 7 or 8 jobs that you could go for in Italy. Even Atlanta, although they've got a small stadium, they've usually got a pretty good squad. So that'll be where we're looking next for the 5th league. And we've got the small matter of Dortmund here in this return leg, but a 2-0 away goal advantage is brilliant, really, so happy with that one. And again, we just need to shuffle things around a wee bit with this. And we're good to go with that. Big goal for Rosu. And yeah, we've put this one to bed pretty quickly here. Against a team that, you know, you'd really expect to be getting a tough game from. But what you'll find if you're playing this game, folks, by the time you get into, what is this, season number 7 or 8, like, don't normally tend to play into the game that deep. So when you get to that stage, a lot of the players have gotten older, retired, and you know, the clubs that are obviously AI clubs, like, they don't necessarily bring in the right quality, and you can get some odd looking things at bigger clubs, like players that are just not good enough sometimes. So it could be an element of that, because 5-0 on aggregate against Dortmund. Fantastic. So kind of a destruction job there over the two legs. And we've got Inter going through against Blackburn. Chelsea have went through against Feyenoord, and Rangers have went through. So if I was cherry picking there, I'd take Rangers in the next round. So here's the semi-final draw, folks. Rangers versus Inter, Chelsea versus Atletico Madrid. So into the last 4 of the UEFA Cup. And yeah, what we'll do is I'll just come back with this next video for this run of games. We've got Madrid, Chelsea, the Malaga semi-final leg 1. So all sorts going on there, plenty to play for, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.